see you again. This is day 5 of our Verified Jesus Daily. If you're not already at sunrisechurch.org/Verified Jesus, there's so much content there that you can go over our reading guide, our discussion guide, some questions that you could think about, a prayer that you can go through. I want to encourage you to head over to sunrisechurch.org/Verified Jesus if you're not there already to access this additional content. We're going to take a break for the weekend after today, and then on Monday we're going to have more content to share with you guys. So join us again on Monday. I'd like to read Hebrews chapter 11, which is some of the verse that we're reading in our reading guide. But I'm going to start at verse 1. It says this: "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen." And then verse 6: "Without faith, it is impossible to please him, for whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him." I love how the Passion Translation sort of articulates verse 6. It says this, that without faith living within us, it would be impossible to please God. For we come to God in faith, knowing that he is real and that he rewards the faith of those who passionately seek him. I love that. Those who passionately seek him. So a couple of thoughts that I had and some questions about how the author of Hebrews defines faith. Faith is defined as the confidence about an expectation, even if you do not have visible proof. Faith is trusting in God even when you cannot physically see God. And verse 6 tells us that this is the kind of faith that we need that pleases God. If we do not have this kind of faith, it is impossible for us to please him. And if you want to live a life that pleases God, you need to live a life of complete faith, trust, and confidence in God. Even if you are alone in the situation, even if life is not going your way, even if God is not meeting your expectations, the calling of the believer is to trust in God, no matter what. Dr. Tony Evans actually put this out on his social media just days after the passing of his wife. He said this: "Choose to believe in God, even when you do not understand him or his ways." And a lot of us can have a hard time trusting in God when life is not going our way. And one of the best ways, though, that we can express this kind of faith in God is through inviting someone else to be part of the journey. That's even part of our daily reading of John, is we see an invitation of other disciples to be part of this life of following after Jesus. So one of the reflecting questions that we have that I would love for you to answer, that I'd like to think about a little bit, is who can you invite to come and learn about Jesus today? See, one of the ways that people can learn about Jesus is to grow in their walk with God, is to watch other believers go through life expressing their faith, especially in times that are challenging. And in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or our Verified Jesus webpage, I'd love for you to answer that question. Who can you invite to come and learn about Jesus? For me, there are people in my life, whether they're young believers, whether they've been walking with God for a while, whether they're not even part of our church, those are individuals that I am trying to invite to be part of this journey with me so that they could see the example that I try to live as I follow Christ. So who can you invite to come and to learn about Jesus today? Let us know in the comments. I want to thank you for watching this week of our Devos and our reading guide. We'll be back on Monday with additional content. God bless.